All right, so now that I got that Thermite thermal on seemingly working, I want to load up some 308 subs and let's see here. Where did I have it? I just had it. Oh, here we go. So the bullet that I'm using is the oh, the top went is the Hornady. Is it 175? I think it's a 175. Let's see here. So let's see. Yeah, Hornady 175 Sub X, and they supposedly will open up down to like 900 feet per second. So out of a 16-inch 308, it's going to give you about 80 yards. From like 1050, if you can get it right at 1050. And the powder I like using, but I've got to be pretty conservative with it because it's really hard to find, almost impossible, is IMR Trail Boss. It's like these little donuts, and they use it for cowboy action shooting. And you can load like I've loaded a 300 grain 4570 to where like a 8-year-old can shoot it, and it's getting like 1400 feet per second with that, and no kick. I don't understand the mechanics or the science behind it, but it just is. It doesn't come in 1 pound; it comes in 9 ounce deals. So it's the same 1 pound jug, but it's actually 9 ounces of powder. But it's super. You don't use a lot of it. You only use about 11 grains on a 308 to get it about 1,000 feet per second. You're only using about 9 grains. So theoretically, if you got 7,000 grains in a pound, and you're about a little over half a pound, you're about 55% of a pound. So you're probably going to get 300 shots out of a pound, I guess. I don't know. I'd have to do the math on that. Wild guess. Um, 400, something like that. But anyway, there's other powders you can use, but I just like this one because it works really, really well. So let's see here. I'm not going to do a bunch. I've got a couple of these kickouts. So some of my 243s were primed, and I didn't realize it. And then I've got this crappy, so Hornady brass. Let me get this. And I'm not cleaning it, I'm not trimming it, I'm not doing anything like that, simply because it won't matter. These aren't going to be exceedingly accurate anyway. They'll just be, oh shit. See, Hornady brass, man. There's another one. Let's try that one. No, it is the most inconsistent crap on earth. I need deep prime. So there's Lake City. Boom. There we go. Hornady's just trash, man. Hornady brass is just awful. You run your. I haven't touched any of this. Probably should have thought about that beforehand. But we'll just, we'll load 5 up. And I'm not going to shoot them right now. I'm going to put 11 grains of this trail boss in. I rearranged everything. So I've got my funnel. That's good. And my tray. There we go. So I don't know why, but these Frankford Arsenal pocket scales, they work pretty damn good. I mean, you're not going to be extraordinarily, accurate with them, but I don't really shoot enough anymore to justify. Like I've got a Lyman somewhere. I got one down at Mark's, and then I had another one in here. Do I not? Huh. I'll be darned. I don't know. It's probably in here somewhere. But basically, I just just calibrate him up, and they work pretty good. I mean, I'm not like getting crazy trying to be, you know, extraordinarily accurate in basically anything I'm doing anymore. What am I doing? I'm not thinking straight. So we have to tear. There we go. Now we need 11 grains. And honestly, for me, in the last 25 years, I guess. If I could just pick one cartridge, if I had to pick one cartridge, it'd be a 308 Winchester. As far as centerfire rifle goes, it's really easy to load for. The brass transitions into so many other ones. 243, 260, yada yada yada. 708. So let's turn this around. Put this over here. Funnel. So I don't know. Let's see here. So that's kind of what it looks like. It's like a little donut. Anyway. There we go. Yeah, 308 is just extraordinarily easy to load for. It just like, at least I've got 4 or 5, and they've all been, like not an enormous task to get decent loads for them. And it's got a wide range. You can go from like 95 grains, 90 grains, I think I've got some, all the way up to, if you really wanted to, you could run 220s out of it, but you're not going to get any kind of speed. So it's kind of silly to go that high, but I like a 308. It's a more efficient cartridge than say like 30-06. It just doesn't push heavy bullets like 180 and above as well. So it's definitely, whoops, too much, right? People are going to be cringing at my loading of these. But like I said, I'm not like trying to get stupid accurate. I don't have to get stupid accurate. It's going to be like inside of 100 yards. They're going to be subs. Throw a can on it. I don't know which can I'm going to get, but I want to get one. It is cold in here. But yeah, plus or minus a tenth is totally fine. Yeah, this trail ball stuff's pretty good, and I'm only going to use these for shooting coyotes and stuff at night. No point for for me. There's no other use for them. I haven't ran these sub X's much at all. I always like the 168s. All right, so there's that. Man, I don't know where that other lineman's at. It's gotta be around here somewhere. I bet you it's in one of those boxes. Maybe. I'm not sure. I've got 2. I'll be damned if I know where the other one's at. Yeah, I've got another one down in South Carolina, so I can always get it if I really felt like it. So using the old RCBS, and I haven't even looked up the seat depth on this, but I'm just going to load it to like 270. It's a pretty short bullet. And it does have a cantilever. It's a flat base, and the ogive on it, very long shank, and it's a flat base. So there's not a whole lot to it, and I wouldn't expect any kind of real crazy accuracy, even if you loaded them to like full pressure. Always carry a light with you and double check everything. But I'll probably push them down to about that cantilever. Let's see where that is. Oh, there's no way it's getting all the way to that. Let's see where we're at there. You know, oh shit. So this is 263. So, and to me that's, that's fine. Like, still get a little shake of the powder. So I mean, you haven't compressed it. Even if you went down a candler, you're probably not going to compress that. And you got a light right here. But I need to get that Thermite zeroed. I'm not going to even bother setting anything. It's pretty close, within a couple thousand. Yeah. And then everything else. Now I'm like really wondering where that powder thrower's at. It's gotta be in here somewhere. I had one upstairs for a long time. And a little bit more. I at least want it as consistent as possible with depth and powder charge. And it'll keep the. So if there is an issue, at least I'll be able to isolate it that way. I was gonna. A lot of people don't realize this. Let's see here. So when you buy if you're still tumbling and you buy the media, so there's a way better way to do it than buying this Lyman type stuff. So it's just crushed walnut hulls, or shells rather, and all they do is they put the green stuff has a little bit of polishing compound mixed in it, and I think those jugs are about $15, which is ridiculous. And what you can do is you can go to like PetSmart or similar and go to where the lizards are, and you used to be able to get a 25-pound bag of that stuff, basically the exact same stuff for like $12. So it was like whatever that is, 5 pounds or 10 pounds versus 25, or even maybe it was 40 pounds, and for the same money. And then I just used, like, this is what I got laying around. It's just the Lucas metal polish. Oh, I got a bunch of that crap laying around, and it works plenty good. But but that stuff, I've had that jug for like 20 years, and I bought a bag of that's actually the stuff you get from PetSmart or whatever. I just put it in that jug, and it works fine. In your tumbler, a lot of people don't even tumble anymore. They've got ultrasonic cleaners. I've got one. I just don't like it. It just dry everything off. I don't really clean my brass much anyway, because I don't think it makes that big of a difference. Especially on real forgiving cartridges like 308 and 223 and stuff like that. On that 7 PRC, it's pretty finicky, so you may want to clean everything up on that. So there's that. Troubles. I've got one more 9-ounce jug of that, and then that's it. And I haven't seen it in years. At least I think that's all I've got. Yeah. There's other powders you can use for subs. I just prefer that. But yeah. So that's a little sub 308 action. And I've already cronied these, and they run right around 1,000, maybe just a shade over 1,000. You need a sea level. You need to be right around 1,100 or less to be subsonic. So it works pretty good. So we'll see. I need to really get in here and load some and start shooting again. I used to shoot 200 or 300 rounds a week. I at all in the last few years. When I was in the Army, I shot a lot more than that. But yeah, now I'm like really wondering where all my where that lining's at. But yeah, so I don't know if I get around to putting this through like phone books or something. We'll see how it does. But I got to get that thermite zeroed up and kind of ready to go. Once the weather gets nice, the coyotes will just be cruising hardcore. I shot a squirrel the other day, like right out in the driveway because I hate squirrels. They'll come in and clear your pear or your apple tree, and basically while you're on vacation in a couple weeks. So I kill everyone I see basically, and I had it sitting out there, and something came in and grabbed it. Almost definitely either a fox or a coyote. I don't really mind the foxes so much, but I can't stand the coyotes. So, yeah. So that's where I'm at now. I never know where that's at. But anyway, that's what I got. I just wanted to do that, get that knocked out real quick. A lot of people don't even realize these are out, and they on paper should perform better at much at subsonic speeds than like a traditional open tip or like a partition or anything like that, because they theoretically, I haven't cut one open or anything like that, but they have a very light jacket and they're almost flat tipped and everything. So I don't know. We'll see how it pans out and get that little 308 zeroed up.